Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm the Mysterious JG. It's been a while since I recorded. Although for you guys that doesn't make a difference, so I should really train myself to stop noting that when it happens. The nice thing about Final Fantasy VIII is, as opposed to, say, Revengeance, or like a Neo type of game, I don't really have to worry about having lost my ability to play the game and suddenly be worse at it than I was before and have a lot of failures. Bad thing about Final Fantasy VIII is that it seems to involve Squall, Selphie, and Rinoa having formed into some kind of mutant freak with Squall's head growing out of the top of Selphie's head and Rinoa's arms peeking out of there. Let's put a stop to that because it's bothering me. So, I'm still kind of skirting the bounds between doing a complete playthrough and just kind of having fun with this thing. But more than that, I still haven't really come to a firm decision in my own head about just how hard I'm going to avoid leveling up until we get to the point in the game where you can like really maximize stats. Because if you go to like really extreme steps to do it, it really does interfere with the way you play the game normally, as far as having to use the card command on monsters and human enemies. You can't card them, so I don't honestly remember whether you can just fight human enemies. Like, I think you'll have a few unavoidable battles. Boss battles don't give you experience, which seems to be by design, honestly, since the game kind of rewards you for not leveling up in some ways. But, like, fighting regular G Army soldiers, I believe is going to give us small trickles of experience, and in almost all cases, you're allowed to run from those battles without penalty, but you do just feel like a colossal douche, especially when we have our boss battles, and thanks to, you know, using special abilities like refining magic from items and obtaining cards that can be reobtained and turning those cards into items like M-stone pieces, dino bones, healing mill. Oh, healing mill. There's probably no particular reason for me not to have a healing mill in my inventory. But anyway, yeah, I didn't particularly mean to do this on camera. I wasn't thinking about it. Turning the Wedge Biggs card into X potions, etc. Yeah, what I'm getting at is we're overpowered despite having not leveled because I'm kind of exploiting some things that the game lets you do. This is not, in the end of the day, a difficult game. It's a kind of a fun game to leisurely play through and experience the story. But I haven't decided just how manic I'm going to be about that. I am, on the other hand, trying not to miss things. I'm trying to showcase as much as I can in this playthrough of an extremely old game, which most of the people watching have probably already seen. So I wanted to make sure I got Angelo. I couldn't remember if I'd gotten the Angelo card, because this is kind of the point in the game where you would need to get the Angelo card if you're going to do it. Oh, you want to know how Rinoa and Selphie know each other? I'm right here. I just joined the Forest Cell, so I don't really know everything yet. No one would tell me. Why is that? The mystery is killing me. The Forest Owls are... I think I've heard them before. You've probably seen this. This is another job. Did you see the clipping on the board in the conference room? Anarchist Monthly used to write special reports about the president. I saw the guy who wrote for the magazine being taken away to the prison. Being in prison for telling the truth. That's downright wrong. Fake news. I love the music in this game. The whole country is being controlled by an evil dictator. An evil dictator. An evil dictator with cowbell. So we can never come back to this place, as far as I know, which is why I'm trying to make sure we've gotten everything that we need to call me anytime. Trying to make sure we got everything out of here that we needed. Ouch, my stomach. Oh, there is one other thing I wanted to do before I can forget, as far as the cards go. The heart of the cards here. Okay, so take a real good look at this card. Look real carefully, okay? I need you guys to decide if you think Christus is blonde or a redhead. Look real close. Now, once you've made a decision, I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. I want you to fold it up. And I want you to throw away and forget you ever thought about it. You'll be glad you did. Okay. I guess we talked to you to get out of here. TV station, sir. It's quite close if you take the local train. But the local and transcontinental trains have stopped running, sir. Nothing to worry about, sir. There must be someone in town who knows. Are you ready, sir? Sure. Best of luck, sir. I'll be keeping watch here. Ah, crap. I kind of perused a fact right before starting this recording session. I think I may have jumped into the fact a little late. So there's maybe a tiny section of gameplay that I didn't. And when I say I read the fact, I meant I skimmed it looking to make sure there was no, like, missable, you cannot return for this later side quests or items. A guy dressed as a cadet gathering information. He was asking about the president's stay. I found it strange that a cadet would keep asking about the president. He was being very polite and kept addressing me as sir. We can't have that in the military. I think I know who you're talking about. He was taking care of 3 suspicious-looking characters from Balam. I'll go question every teenager in the area. No, we can't just go up to anybody and... Ahem, these are citizens. We can't inflict any... How dare they try to kidnap the president? Not only is it disrespectful to the president, but also to us Galbadian soldiers as well. I'll be sure to find them and throw their sad behinds in jail. I guess this is some kind of commentary. ... Please hear me out to the very end. It's a comment on how regular soldiers are the problem and how the officers are in fact great. I kind of like the cartoon skull on the train, but it's probably not a good thing to have on there if they're trying not to attract attention as terrorists. Say, I remember now, sir. I think the TV station is located behind a building called TIMBEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEE sir. I hope you find it. What? Come on, Galbadian soldiers are coming. Lots of guards patrolling the city now. Please be careful, sir. Seems like the hotel's not available either. Should you need to recover, use the owls here, sir. Heard it works wonders. I believe you can find it in an old man's house. I guess you won't be needing it anyway. You're all seeds. You'll be fine, right, sir? Hey! Don't leave me, sir. I don't know why we would need to heal, but... Oh, somebody in the comments was... It's hard to gauge tone, but it did seem like they were kind of condescendingly wondering when I was going to figure out that you can delete magic. Use, exchange, all, rearrange. Like, I don't see where in the menu you get to just delete magic, but, yeah, I'm not really sure where in these menus. Maybe it's in the junction menu somewhere. Well, no, not really. So you've learned everything you can learn. You're the genius walk shoe. It's only Diablo who's still learning anything. And we do need... Oh, we have the mug command. Never mind. I was going to say, we do need to learn the mug command, but we've got it. Ability... switch... Yeah, I really don't know where in these menus you're allowed to delete magic stacks that you've got. Take a written test to raise seed rank. That's actually something that we can do later. If I ever feel like I care about money, we can raise our seed rank to get more money. Here's a pet store. Look at him. He's just so cute. My parents got me Georgie at the pet shop. Are you drunk, kid? Why are you, like, talking so haltingly? Hey, wanna play? Yeah. How's Timber been treating you? Alice, here's how we're out of stock. Cancel non-magazines have... So now this is going to be a thing. I have to run away for these guys because I'm pretty sure if I fight them I get experience that I don't want. And I didn't mean to do that either. So let's try this again. I want to go to the pet stop because I believe they're now selling stuff. G potions. I don't care about any of the G items. I suppose having one or two of these around for an emergency wouldn't hurt since I've got lots of money. Pet house. GF learns magic ability. GF learns... Here we go. Amnesia greens makes them forget an ability. So these can actually be useful later in the game when you want to use items like scrolls to teach a GF an ability. You can get rid of like hit points plus 10% and replace it with something that's more valuable to you. So we will eventually want amnesia greens, but it's going to be a long time before we could use any. Once again, though, we got over 100,000. So we will, however, buy pet pals because I believe that's actually a thing that we want to do. So we'll go check out Pet Pals. It's in the magazine section at the end of our inventory. We've already read Volume 1, which has Angela Strike. Volume 2 has Angela Recover. Volume 3 has Invincible Moon. Research shows a relationship between the moon and your dog. Yeah, pocket the moon. Do you know how your dog can use the power of the moon to help you? It's Invincible Moon. The moon's mysterious power can make all allies invincible. Do a lot of walking with your dog to help him learn this trick. And Volume 4, Angelo Reverse. Have you ever been KO'd by a monster? Even reviving doesn't help because you get KO'd right back. To answer your desperate call for help, use Angelo Reverse. Your dog finds Phoenix Downs to revive KO'd party members in battle. That's a thing. So there's specifically, we are warned in various facts about skills not to teach Angelo. Because somehow later in the game you can use Angelo Search to get rare items. And if he has apparently Angelo Recover or Angelo Reverse... Oh, actually, that makes perfect sense, because Angelo will occasionally just pop up and give you potions or Phoenix Downs, but you can use a different Angelo power technique to gain more important items than that, and your odds of getting an important item will be reduced if Angelo's going around giving you potions and shit that you don't care about. So you don't want to give him Reverse, and you don't want to give him Recover. However, Invincible Moon makes all party members invincible is really freaking valuable, and if I remember correctly, there's no reason ever to want any other Angelo power because, you know, you use your trains bound for ball. I'm not running it this time. Yeah, I mean, you use her limit breaks, Angelo does something, and you really don't want anything other than the invincibility one. That's by far the most powerful and useful. No, I ain't Zone. But I'm mighty flattered you'd think so. What? I kind of want to save the game before I play cards in case... Wait, no, hold on. Didn't I already... Yeah, they're not asking to change rules. Trade Rule 1 is annoying, but, I don't know why I'm playing cards, actually. Other than to see if... I really should never bother to play cards, actually, unless the game guides I'm reading tells me this person has a card that you don't already have. So let me just stop doing this. But there are occasionally places in the game where it's valuable. But yeah, getting rid of the all rule is a shame because that's super nice. And I don't know which of these we actually want. Which one is going to give us something that we don't already have. I feel like these guys might, if you get a bunch of them, you get something that's useful for like the Meltdown spell. Am I crazy? I'm going to check because I'm curious. Gala. One will refine into a mystery fluid. What does mystery fluid do, though? Something gives you, maybe it's not fire magic. I thought it was fire magic. Oh, these are items. Something gives you, mystery fluid. Gives you Meltdown. Meltdown is really valuable, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I definitely want more of those. Because Meltdown is the shiz. Meltdown, you cast it on an enemy, it reduces their vitality to 0. So, I definitely want to keep an eye out for more of them. Oh, I thought Meltdown was like super valuable for something. Never mind. I thought Meltdown was like a really good junction spell. Maybe... Oh, it's really good for vitality. Alright, well who has... She has vitality. Actually, everybody except Squall has vitality, so he's the only one who doesn't benefit from getting Meltdown at the moment. Well, Renoa's going to be the love of his life, eventually. So he should probably give it to her. But now you'll see Renoa will go from having a vitality of 45 with Protect to suddenly having 85. So... Squall takes damage pretty much just as it's dished out by enemies. You can't do much about it. And Renoa just don't give a shit. Renoa's just like, you basically can't hurt me. Physical attacks, you can't hurt me. Looks like the trains have stopped running. By the way, physical attacks, you can't hurt me. Usually the local trains will be running here. A lot of hustle and bustle. I know this is stupid, but now I really want to get another card from this guy. Oh, and he's gone. I could set no encounters on. Anything interesting to be drawn from any of these guys? No. I like to remind you guys that there is a combat component to this game, even if it seems like we never have battle. But now I want to get a Gala card just so that I can get a mystery fluid. So that I'll have one in the inventory. I don't forget they exist. I'll just have to remember that such things exist. Achoo! I'm allergic to cats. My daughter loves them. What am I to do? Sounds like a real challenge. I heard about you guys. You're going to the TV station? Whoa. It's not good that everyone knows about this. Oh, that was a secret. Achoo! Well, there's a weapons shop that we can enter. Squall already has the flame saber. Zell already has the gauntlet. Kitus already has red scorpion. Selfie already has Morningstar. But Renoa, I don't know why there's like 4 different weapons available for Renoa at this point. But we can probably get her Cardinal, yes. Which increases her strength and hit percentage. So we will do so. For Squall, I believe it does affect what limit breaks he has access to. For everyone else, I think it's just whatever the best weapon is, you should give them the best weapon. Alright, I'll tell you what, we've encountered... We'll do a total of 5 encounters. We've done 3 so far. 5 encounters. If we don't see any enemies other than the big red soldier guys and the little blue soldier guys, I will put on no encounters. Which you can get in-game. It's not a complete cheat. We can get it through the powers of Diablos here. I haven't bothered to put points and effort into learning it because... The remaster gives you the ability to just get it whenever. But it is something in-game. We could learn encounter half, and then it costs... That unlocks encounter none, which costs significantly more, and all random encounters do go away. Excuse me. A card game? You're challenging me? You punk ass? Mostly just hoping that she has one of these. Oh, she's actually playing a higher level of cards than I'm interested in right now. So what I'm going to have to do eventually is... find somebody who just has the right... Because I didn't understand this when I played the game years ago, but... Enemies always have the same, or these card player guys always have the same types of cards available to them. I'm not actually going to be able to win this, am I? Nope, never mind, I can. I wasn't in danger of losing, but for a while there it looked like I wasn't actually going to be able to win. Probably turns out one of the other cards has something far more valuable, but... They always play the same level of cards. She's just staring at them, the trains. You have your level 1 cards, your level 2 cards, your level 3. They just play from those sets of cards. Whatever person you encounter will always have those cards to choose from. This model looks really good. Quite some craftsmanship. Don't you think? Better than Renoa's. That's so mean! I worked really hard on mine. Just kidding. When someone says they're kidding, it's usually half true. Yeah, but except in this case when it's all true. ... Squall? Oh, I'm just saying, you know, I'm sorry. Excuse me. That was really good. Quite some craftsmanship, don't you think? Yes. My father made it. It's strange, too. Be praised for it. Thanks. I didn't praise you. I said it looked good. I wasn't praising you specifically. But, you know, whatever helps you to deal with the horrible guilt of your father's death, which you're somehow responsible for. We're not going all the way back to that point in the game, so I might as well save. I believe we have to stay at the hotel to get an item. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You can't stay here tonight. Can't say this out loud, but there are a bunch of roughnecks from Galbadia staying here right now. I understand. Thanks, Mr. Marco. Oh, Renoa, how long have we known each other? Call me Francesca. I'm behind you all the way. Good luck. We have the same voice. Can I talk to the little kid? Or is the little kid the one who was saying, we've known each other forever, call me Francesca? Apparently I can't talk to the little kid because every button I press... Like I told you earlier, you can't stay here. We're counting on you to kick some Galbadian butt. We support the resistance, except that we can't help you in any way. Welcome, reservations are taken at the counter. Gady gets mad if you go in without paying. Gady, huh? I'm not even trying to talk. So anyway, hotels in this game tend to have non-essential missable items like magazines. So you kind of always want to stay in them. It's so cute. I want you to play cards with me. Hopefully you have the card I care about. Apologize for doing this on camera, but now I'm kind of obsessed with getting one of those cards back. Just so that I've got at least one in the inventory and don't forget about them. As I would be wont to do between sessions, you know. But they're playing level 1 cards, and I'm mostly playing unique playable character and Eidolon cards. They're not called Eidolons in this game, I guess, but you're a little bit overmatched here, kid. Sorry. Kind of a jerk for picking on you. I missed the all rule because I would never have to think about which card I wanted. She has the right types of cards. I just need to I probably just need to play her off screen until I get the card I'm looking for. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna win this because, you know, you really can't lose without special funky rules that kind of like screw you, as you sometimes get with like weird rules pop up when like the same numbers appear on certain numbers of cards and blah blah blah. Like, none of those rules are in effect, which means you really can't lose. And when we come back next time, I will already have that card, and I will stop playing cards with everybody that we meet. See you then.